Let's take a walk down memory lane.
Here's a chance.
We'll relive one of the proudest moments in Jamaica's sporting history as Jamaica seeks to get back to football's pinnacle. What are some of the lessons they can learn from the 1998 team? We sit down with former Reggae Boys coach Rene Simons on this special edition of Fan Central. Hear about his book, The Impossible Dream.
This is not a book about me. We have to remember is Captain Horace Burrell.
Some gems from his time at the helm, plus his advice for the current group of players. That's Fan Central, starting at 9 p.m.
CVM News at noon for Wednesday, April 23, 2025. I'm Carolyn Brown. Thanks so much for joining us. Over 900 households in Industry Pen, Freehill, St. Mary are now breathing a sigh of relief after enduring persistent low-voltage issues. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has directed the National Housing Trust, the NHT, to address the problem. Member of Parliament for the area, Robert Montague, says this is one of several infrastructure projects currently underway in the constituency.
The Minister has instructed that the NHT, although they did not develop the scheme, should correct the issues. And that is exactly what we are doing. So rather than pass the blame around and point finger, I have set about as MP to solve the problems for the people. We have had many community meetings, and as a result, we now have good electricity supply in sections. The sewage system is being worked on, as well as the water supply and roads. So we thank the citizens for their patience and cooperation.
To this update now, in the wake of Pope Francis's passing, Catholics across the globe are in mourning. Speaking on CVM's lead story Tuesday, the Most Reverend Donald Rees, Archbishop Emeritus of Kingston, reflected on the Pope's teachings.
His coat of arms is very interesting. Miserando adque eligendo. Having mercy, he called me, which really gives us an insight into the orientation of this pontiff. Mercy was at the heart of his calling. And he knew that God called him to express that mercy. And it is this mercy that was expressed in his caring for the poor, how he would be talking about the refugee. They are human beings who must be respected because of their humanity, not because of where they're from, but because of being God's creature made by God. And so that is was very expressive there, when he even brought to the Vatican around 12 refugees to live there at the expense of the Vatican. And many people don't realize that. But it's not just he's talking the talk, but he's also walking the talk. And he did that to show the possibility of rich nations being able to extend a helping hand to those who are in need. That's very important, I think, showing mercy.
PNP candidate for Southwest St. Anne, Danishka Williams, is expressing deep concern over what she says is the repeated removal and destruction of her campaign materials, including poster boards throughout the constituency. Acts, she says, undermine democratic principles and fair campaigning. The aspiring MP is now calling for the reinstatement of the office of the political ombudsman to address political misconduct and preserve electoral fairness.
This is not the kind of leadership that people deserve, and certainly not the kind of politics we should ever return to. My campaign continues to be rooted in integrity, respect, and a genuine desire to engage voters on the issues that matter in Southwest St. Anne. This is why I'm publicly calling for the reinstatement of the Office of the Political Ombudsman. It is an institution that once provided much needed oversight and accountability in our political process. Its absence has created a dangerous space where political mischief can thrive without consequence. I remain committed to a clean, principled campaign, and I'm calling on every political actor, regardless of their party, to do the same. Our people deserve better. They deserve to hear from all voices without intimidation, interference, or destruction.
The Southeast Regional Health Authority, SARA, will be observing Vaccination Week in the Americas from April 26 to May 3 under the theme, Your Decision Makes a Difference, Immunization for All, and will be offering free vaccines to the public. Additionally, Pap Smear Week will be observed from April 24 to 30. During this period, the health departments will host various activities across the parishes of St. Catherine, Kingston and St. Andrew to emphasize the importance of immunization and early detection, while also raising public awareness. In recognition of Cervical Cancer Awareness Month in April, SARA is encouraging all women aged 20 and older to get screened for cervical cancer. The disease remains the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths among Jamaican women. Pap Smear Week serves as a key initiative in reducing Jamaica's high incidence of cervical cancer. Members of the public are encouraged to bring their vaccination cards to the following locations on Saturday, April 26, between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. at the Harbourview Health Centre or the Comprehensive Health Centre on Slipen Road, and on Sunday, April 27, in St. Catherine at the Old Harbour Health Centre or the St. Jago Park Health Centre, and that will be between 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Guardian Life Limited has rebranded its annual 5K run to the Securing Hope for Those in Need, or SHINE 5K Charity Walk Run event. The 2025 5K seeks to assist in developing the Bustamante Hospital for Children, as well as the Noel Holmes Hospital in Hanover. Telling us more on Sunrise were the Vice President of Employee Benefit for Guardian Limited, Constance Hu, and Senior Medical Officer for the Bustamante Hospital for Children, Dr. Michelle Ann Richards-Dawson.
So our focus is usually on service and health, and we're keeping it this way again because we have partnered with Bustamante Hospital for Children, and the Noel Holmes Hospital in Lucy, Hanover. So we are covering east to west. And so along with health, we're also partnering with Project STAR. That is a project for social transformation and renewal, which works within under-resourced communities to not just give them the fish, but teach them how to fish. And they operate as well all across the island.
It's really timely because for us, we want to change the image of what, our clients, our patients and their family, when they come to encounter at the Accident and Emergency Department of the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Persons may not know that we are the only dedicated pediatric A&E department in the island, where others are part of a general hospital. As a pediatric hospital, our A&E department is a dedicated A&E department. So we are really excited because we, as one of the beneficiaries, the funds that are raised from this, which we hope will really be massive this year, to be split between the three beneficiaries, will go towards equipment, which we need to change out, we modernize our equipment, so we can better serve our children and their families. So it's really, really timely. Couldn't have been a better time.
Do stay with us for our live discussion up next.
Do these people know that you don't know? They understand how listing on the Jamaica Stock Exchange can improve the profitability of their company. They know the potential for increasing the company's capital, the governance requirements, the tax responsibilities, the ownership implications, and the procedures for listing. They have the knowledge to make an informed decision on whether or not to go public. Knowledge is power. If you don't know, you can't act. Begin a conversation with the Jamaica Stock Exchange to gain the information you need to make a decision.
I'm Stafford Burrows.
I'm Marilyn Burrows.
My name is Hugh Graham.
I'm John Mafood.
My name is Derek Cottrell, and we are listed on the Jamaica Junior Stock Exchange.
Give us a call today at 876-967-3271 to begin your transformation through conversation. We want to see your company listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
You ever get bun yet? Me not talk about heartbreak. Me a talk about the bun where full of spice, raisins, and the perfect glaze.
Bun for bun.
So you do it now.
You have to get bun.
This Easter, you have to get bun from Mother's Bakery.
Thanks so much for staying with us. Now, as the Jamaica Teaching Council bill makes its way in the Senate, questions are being raised about its impact on the teaching profession. The government says the legislation is key to raising professional standards in education, but some are worried about the practical implications of licensing and compliance. Now, joining us to discuss that piece of legislation is the immediate past president of the JTA, Leighton Johnson. Good afternoon and welcome, Mr. Johnson.
Good afternoon, Ms. Brown. Thanks for having me.
Great. I know that you're actually having a big meeting right now. Before we get into the meat of the matter, what's the agenda at this meeting?
All right, so currently we are at the annual education conference of the Jamaica Teachers Association, and the focus this year again is on the use of technology in our classrooms. And of course, the Jamaica Teachers Association continues to demonstrate leadership in ensuring that we provide our teachers with information on cutting-edge technology that exists within other spaces. We want our teachers to remain current and relevant in today's context, and to ensure that when they go back into our classrooms, they are able to translate what it is that they've learned, those nuggets, those tips from the conference. And of course, there is a strong push and call for greater investments in education. The JTA recently launched its Go Public Fund education campaign, and this is a campaign in which we want just about every sector within our country to be speaking about funding education, how education is funded, the resources that schools are in need of, and of course, how teachers are compensated and remunerated. So these are basic things that we are pushing at our education conference at this time.
Awesome. Big topics there. Now to the matter on hand. What's your reaction, first of all,
Certainly.
to the tabling of the Jamaica Teaching Council bill? What's your reaction?
Of course, the position of the Jamaica Teachers Association still remains the same. We need to indicate right off the bat that we are in no way, shape, or form adversarial to the positions of getting our profession professionalized, improving our standards. This is exactly what we want as an association, as a professional organization. We want to ensure that there are standards, professional standards, of which we must be held to account. So that is not our posture at this time. The issues that we have right off the bat are the issues that we find to be systemic in terms of how the bill has been articulated and how it is to be regulated, how it is to be implemented. So, of course, if you were to delve into the JTC bill, there are some issues. The Jamaica Teachers Association made its presentation to the Joint Select Committee, and we would have hoped that at this time, the recommendations that we made to improve the bill, to improve the overall outlook and perception of the bill would have been taken into consideration. And to date, we are not seeing that these recommendations have been taken into consideration. Quite unfortunate at this time. And we feel that, you know, as an association that represents the voices of approximately 20,000 teachers across Jamaica, having made these recommendations that were carefully crafted, carefully thought through, carefully articulated, then the ministry, the government should have taken these recommendations in. So we still have the concerns of how is
hold that thought, Mr. Johnson. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Stay where you are.
The Time is brought to you by Ford Territory.
Recycling partners of Jamaica. Yeah, we got to make a change, and we have to do it now, can't wait for later. We put plastic in its place, and we all can agree that will be safer than in the gullies and in the drains. Recycling partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place, yeah, the place have to clean. PET, the top of the ethylene, HDPE, buckle up, it get screen. Baby to granny, everybody roping. Yeah, we got to go green, you know what I mean. See the sign from the bin, if we drop it in, through car window you fling, that another thing. And we don't want no garbage in this game. No, we handle it up, bug them are not the same. So listen up, Jamaica, I'm saying it's time to make a change. Recycling partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place, and we all can agree that will be safer than in the gullies in the every range. Recycling partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place.
Welcome back. We're talking with the immediate past president of the JTA, Leighton Johnson, and we're getting his reactions to the tabling of the Jamaica Teaching Council bill. Welcome back, Mr. Johnson. Now, the bill outlines mandatory licensing and suitability assessments for all teachers. Is this an opportunity for professional upliftment, or are there concerns about overregulation?
All right, so of course this presents an opportunity, and again, the Jamaica Teachers Association is not averse to aspects of this. We want standards. We appreciate standards. Standards assist in ensuring that everyone operates at a particular level. However, there are concerns. The concerns we are still not sure just yet of the fee structure as to the formula for calculating the fees for the licensing and the registration process. You see, we do not want to enact a situation or a system that is going to put additional burdens on our teachers. Our teachers already are involved or engaged in wage negotiations, and we want to secure and safeguard the salaries of teachers. At this point, we are not sure about what the fee structure is going to be like. Is this going to be burdensome on our teachers? Is this going to be onerous? Is this going to lead to our teachers feeling a sense of exploitation? We do not know. And we have made these recommendations. We've indicated that there has to be that fee structure. We must be brought in. There has to be that clear indication of what the amount will be, so that there aren't any surprises, so that we do not find our teachers being burdened. And there have to be guardrails to protect our teachers from any kind of exploitation. And this is important. Out of the little that our teachers get, notwithstanding the fact that they have to sustain their own living, many of our teachers continue to use out of their little to supplement what goes on in the classroom. We're saying we want to ensure what the fee structure is like.
So I guess it's important for the lawmakers to get this right. So then
it's important.
Right. What extent then will the bill address the issue of teacher migration? That's a hot one. Teacher migration.
Well, you see, the fact is, the bill in its current form, it has outlined categorically the definition of what a teacher is or who a teacher is. And of course, if you were to look at our current position and posture, the JTC bill, in my estimation,